All right. Guys, let me know if you can hear me and see me, please. Uh-oh. I think I have this volume. Oops, see here. Okay. Make sure I mute this part here. Yay. Okay. Thank you, Scouts, for letting me know y'all can hear me and see me. If you guys noticed, I'm back downstairs in my usual routine setup, background setting. So yay, guys. I'm so happy you guys are able to make it here. I know that it's definitely later than usual when we kind of get started, but I certainly did not want to postpone and delay it. So I figured we're gonna go through. Yay, okay. Whew. And I am a little hot. For those who don't know, my upstairs AC unit. In my house, I have two, AC units that run the house. And so the upstairs one did break. Well, I guess it shut down. So I do have someone coming out to fix it for me. Well, the home warranty thing. But anyway, so I'm not upstairs. I tried to set up there earlier, like hours ago. And I was like, no, literally, you know how some people are just naturally, hot people? I'm one of those people. Very, very hot. No joke, hot. So, and that's probably not a very flattering thing, but that's okay. Some people are just naturally hot, and then some people are just naturally always cold. I am probably one of the ones that are very much so hot all the time. So there's absolutely no way I could be up there, but I will be back up there once things get resolved with my AC unit and stuff, guys, okay? Well, I'm sure that you guys enjoy seeing, the various setups when I do the broadcast, so I'll be back up there later. Well, enough about me and being downstairs. Oh, then I had to bring all the stuff downstairs, guys. So, oopsies. Oh, did I push this wrong button? I might have messed my own self up here. Let me see here. Oopsies. Okay, I'm back, I think. Okay. I use my own phone for the feed because sometimes the StreamYards thing doesn't give me real time. So I have to have my phone here just to always be checking. Alrighty, so, this is Wednesday, even though, of course, depending on where you are in the world, it could be Thursday, but it's still here Wednesday. I look at the days, until I go to sleep completely, it's still that business day for me. So it's Wednesday night, and every Wednesday night, you guys know, we do our little routine. We're doing our segment on, just developing ourselves as individuals, whether that's professionally, whether that's personally, however you decide to take on the information that, I'm communicating and bringing forth is how we're doing things here, okay? We all have different lens of perspectives, and so things, as we interpret things and as we're consuming content, information, how one person may perceive it and apply it to their life may be different than another person and how they perceive it and apply it to their life. So the great thing is that there's no right or wrong way to do this. The most important thing is that you're here and you care about, who you are, your own growth. You care about, bettering yourself. And however that means and however you define, bettering yourself to you is perfectly okay, right? I'm just happy to be here and be here to be this person. I'm always, if you guys notice, I'm always a student. I'm a student of my own life. I'm a student of the things I'm learning. Just because in some components I may be a leader in different places of my life, it doesn't omit me from the growth and development that I am supposed to, be accomplishing here as well. So with that being said, guys, tell me how everyone is. You guys know how we do the show here is I like to, check in with everybody, gauge the temperature, short and small, warming introductions. I'm gonna get right into the topic tonight. And then after that, since I'm very late at getting started, I did bring down my card so we can do a couple of readings for those who would like that, all right? But we'll get to that point when we reach that milestone, okay? So tell me, guys, how are you? What's on your minds? Is there anything, that's just, that you got to just share at this point? I will give us a chance later on after I go through like the whole segment to chat as well. So if you don't talk now, that's okay. You could wait till a little bit later. Once I go into the zone when I'm chatting and doing my thing, I don't want anyone in the chat to feel that I'm like neglecting. We have plenty of amazing moderators here that know exactly how we run the channel. We're a very friendly, welcoming, and safe place. So I trust my blue wrenches to keep the bad guys out, protect this house, and help us be welcoming to those who are coming in when maybe I don't have a chance to see the chat. All right, so I'm counting on you guys to help me in this process so that we can all maximize our time spent here. All right, so with that being said, how are you guys? What's new? What's on your minds? I have, guys, I know people always pick up the small details. Yes, I have 2 Band-Aids on each one of my hands, in case you're wondering. Yes, I broke my nail. And then I broke the certain fingers that I broke. Like, I can't even scroll properly. I'm like defected today. So I'm gonna have to try to use my left hand more. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss. I'll use my phone for the chat, otherwise I'll miss out. Joshua earlier said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, I know. I'm horrible. The G spots. Yay. Then Danielle, Scout Inquirer. Hey. Sandra. Joshua says the G spot. I'm sleep talking. That is too funny. I know I'm late, guys. I do understand that. Gen Z loves one. Gen Z, my soul sister. Yay. Amber. Hi, Amber. Good to see you here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yay. Jonathan. Hi, Sean. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Yay. And you guys are just chatting amongst yourselves there. Yay. Those emojis are the cutest. The waters, the soda, the ice, the heels. Oh, I see Mel here. Mel. Dude, seriously, we were looking for you. Several of us were looking for you. Was it last Wednesday? It had to be last week. It had to be last Wednesday, guys. You guys know I am like doing my live streams once a week on Wednesday nights here in the US and Texas. It's Wednesday nights. Mel, we weren't sure what happened to you, but we're happy to see that you're back in business. What would life be like without a Mel in your life? Like, everyone needs a Mel in their life, and I am so happy to have her in my life. Yay. Oh, and my Band-Aids, guys, they're gonna drive me insane, but we're gonna make it work, okay? I have no choice. I don't have a choice. Okay. All right, let me see who else is here hanging out with us. Yay. Amber says, loving the Save the Children protest. Okay, popping out of their Hollywood. Okay. I haven't seen that protest, but thank you for letting us know about that. Dawn Marie, girl, did you email me? I have a certain email for YouTube, which I haven't checked in like probably at least 2 weeks. So if you did email me there, I haven't seen it yet. So please don't think I'm neglecting or ignoring anybody for that matter, but certainly not you, okay? Yay. I want to make sure I'm not, because that would be horrible. Trust me, I'm never ignoring any person. I have a special email that I set up just for YouTube people to send me emails, but I don't usually check that inbox on a regular basis. I usually have all my notifications on off. Not many people do that, but I just cannot stand my phone buzzing the whole time. So it's not on purpose. It's just, okay, let me see here. If I do see that here. Oh. I don't see it yet, sweetie. Unless it's probably, did you use Katrina Catras at Gmail? Dawn Marie? Unless it's probably here and it's probably still loading. Oh, there it is, I think. Hold on. This is how bad I had not loaded this inbox. Let's double check again. Because I know I've asked you twice and you said you'd resend it. So I don't want you to think I've just neglected that. Okay, yes, I got it. All right, here we go. I'm going to keep it open so I don't forget this, okay? All right, I got it. And I hate when my finger has Band-Aids, the main fingers I use. I feel like an idiot sometimes. All right. Yeah, too many emails. I gotta close this out. Otherwise, this will load my computer the entire time. So I usually close out of email unless I'm looking for something or I'm doing business hours. Business hours, I let my email up, but it'll just run my whole computer. So, all right, we're back. I apologize for that. All right, sorry about that. I didn't want to forget that because I had, poor Dawn, I had told her at least 2 or 3 weeks ago. So. We're back in business, guys. No more Joshua 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm here. I saw Thursday mornings. It's still Wednesday night. And depending on where you are in the world, like Mel and Plumie in different parts of the world, well, they're definitely ahead of us. So yes, I'm staying focused. All right, so like I said, guys, I just want to make sure that I was acknowledging those who came in, okay? We've got excellent moderators to help us, all right? We are gonna get started with our segment. After that, I'll let people ask questions if they have any. If there are no questions, I did agree to do a couple of card readings, a handful, that's it, and we'll close it out, all right? So that is the game plan. All right, let me pull my notes up now, guys. Notes. But I'm happy to see Mel here for sure, okay? Mel. We were wondering where you were. I think wasn't it Shell? Was it last Wednesday who said that they couldn't find your channel? So we're happy to see you. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So Memo, we're happy to see you. Hi, Angel Eyes. Hi, Patch. How are you? Oh, Memo, I had no idea you had a mini stroke. Had no idea. Oh my God. Well, Melma, you can connect with Sean. I know he's had seizures, different, but there's different kinds. So please let us know how you're doing. All right. Please let us know. Oh yeah, Angel Eyes. I absolutely have my own business, but my business is not associated in any capacity with like spirituality, cards, or readings, or astrology. And guys, since we're here, you know, the channel links that we post, because people who catch the replay later on, we want them to support those who, you know, who we support here. We most certainly, you know, support Mel. So if we can put her link here. If someone can help me with the links, that would be super, super awesome. Along with Judy Ron's link too. Yay. Okay. And then, hi, Teresa Marie, good to see you. All right. Hi, John Crimes, how are you? Good to see you. All right, we're gonna get started now again. I mean, we're getting started. All right, I think I'm caught up, guys. I'm gonna count on y'all to help me out while I get focused here on the notes, okay? So as we start off all of our live streams here, I want to make sure that we set the vibration and the intention and the tone, because I believe in vibrational experiences. And, you know, for those who may or may not know the science behind, you know, the physicality of our body, we are vibrational beings. We are. And so when you set the intention, the words out of your mouth, the thoughts that you think, the way that you feel inside your body at all times is truly creating, you know, more of the same. And so when you take the time to truly slow down and reflect and be aware, like that true self-awareness, that higher consciousness of how our behaviors, our reactions, our words, our thoughts, our intentions are constantly setting the tone for, you know, the future self of our own beingness. And the future obviously could be like in a minute from now, a day from now, a year from now. So that is truly how this works, okay? I'm not here to explain the science behind it, because I'd be here and I can't cover everything. But if you're interested, you can go look that up. You know, there's a lot of scientific studies on that, okay? So that's why you guys always see me bring out like my Tibetan bowls, my little Tibetan bowls. And you always hear me talk about breath work and breathing techniques. I'm a very big into like the mindset, which is why we're doing personal development. I think it's so important, very, very important. I think it's the most important thing in my personal experience, to build a healthy mindset. Without a healthy mindset, I feel like nothing else matters. But that's my view. It doesn't mean it's true for you. Like we've covered in previous streams, guys, some people are more emotional. Some people are more physical with their body and their senses. Some people are more mental. And nothing's right or wrong with it. It's just whoever you are is who you are. You know, I tend to be more dominant in the mental realm and the spiritual realm, but most in the mental realm. So I'm always looking at things from like the mind position, but that's just my viewpoint, right? We're all designed to be uniquely our own. And so there's no right or wrong way to look at things, but make sure that if you are more of an emotional feeling and sensing person, that you are setting the tone for your day in that element, conducive to what you'd like to achieve, the environment, the experience. If you are someone who's more in like the emotional or physical experience, right? Because we're all different, uniquely designed. Make sure that your physical environment and your body is conducive to, yield you the results that you are looking to obtain. And then the rest of things will come into flow. It'll just come into natural equilibrium. All right? Yay. Hi, sweet crazy. How are you? All right. We're going to keep moving. So, as you guys know, I'm always talking about vibrational things. Let's not forget, guys, where you spend your time, where you spend your attention is going to be a reflection of what you can expect for the future you to be, experiencing. And, I'm not here to be, the judge of judges. I'm not here to be a parent. I'm just here to be the reminder, because it's nice when we have those friendly reminders that remind us, right? I'm only on here once a week. And I want to make sure that when you guys spend your time with me, that you're getting something of substance and value that you can take away and apply to your life in real time. That is like the biggest thing that I hope to accomplish when we come together, like in connectivity, is that there is something of substance and value that you can take away and act upon in real time. Because there's no point in just having all these like books out there that you can go research or read, or articles online, and nothing's wrong with that. That's very good. If you feel the need to read books, read articles, and there's audio podcasts, there's a lot of ways to learn information. I am totally not knocking that. I'm a very big avid reader and learner. But the one thing I've witnessed in my own real life experience that I've always wanted more of, right, is give me tangible, practical, real world things that I can apply like today, tomorrow. That's when I know that what I've learned or where I've spent my time consuming content or information is going to really yield me something that I can say, hey, I spent my time here, and here is my exchange of value in return. And not everything has to be a complete equal exchange, but you want to make sure that how you spend your time, how you allocate your resources, your energy, your intention, your emotions, your physical beingness, when you're reading information, consuming content, whatever if you're working with your family, your friends, your peers, your colleagues, whatever it may be, make sure that you feel in alignment as best you can, right? Not every experience will be ideal. That would be, quite difficult to achieve authentically on an every moment by moment basis. But if you set the intent, right, to set forth, right, then at least you're in control of the tonality of how you will, set forth in that day. So like I said, guys, we are here. And so for those who, are not able to be here in this moment, I want us to put some hearts and some prayer emojis, because as you guys know, this entire, quarantine pandemic experience has been quite, there's a lot of words that could describe this experience. And depending on where you're at as you look at that, it's very subjective. But we do know that we've all been in this together. Nobody asked for this, but we've been in here. And so I want us to put the hearts and the prayer emojis, because we can all use love, light, positivity, and prayers. We're all going through things, whether we're vocal about it, whether we're not vocal about it. Some people are going through some real physical ailments. Some people are going through trauma in different ways. Some people have lost loved ones because of the pandemic, right? And so life is different. And so I want us to take that moment and just offer gratitude for our experience. We are still alive. We still have air that we're breathing. Our lungs are still functioning, right? If you're still in your own domain, that's a good sign, you know? Is it ideal? Maybe not, but the important part is that for the most part, if you're able to tune in here, I'm going to assume you're at minimum in a safe place. Okay, so we're going to put the hearts and the prayer emojis because we may sometimes suffer in silence. Sometimes we're not able to, you know, be vocal about the pain points that we're facing, but it is important that each and every one of us know that we're loved, we're supported, and you can at the bare minimum come here and hang out with us once a week. Okay, so I extend my love for that for sure. You know, there are a lot of people in this world who don't even have people, like family members, that are inquiring on them. How are they doing? How are they holding up? For whatever reason, right? It's not about the reasoning behind it. The point is that we find different ways to come in what I would say like communion, right? Or like collective unity as a collective force. And I have family and friends. I love and adore them, family, loved ones. But are they like my go-to people on a regular basis? No. And there's nothing wrong with them. I love them. But I'm sure you guys can all understand and find alignment or relate to that, right? There's a resonance and a relatability that just because they're your family doesn't always mean they're on the same page with you, right? And so now more than ever of all times, guys, it's so important that you do find places, groups, small group. I'm a very, very small channel. And I think that we're a small group, but I am so honored and proud of us because we come here every week and we care about each other. We really, truly do. And I love that about us. I really, really love that about our family here. Yes. And you know that when you come here on my channel to hang out, that you're not going to face confrontation or situations or weird experiences. It's a safe place to just like be yourself. We have the mods here. Mel's like, don't cry. I know. We have the mods here that know what we do and don't tolerate. We don't even give people timeouts here. I know that sounds really harsh, but that's the reality. We have a zero tolerance policy for like just disruption. You can just exit stage left and email me if you have a problem with that. So you guys know the deal. There you go, Mel. Mel's got it right. She says, play nicey. Oh, you get the booty. That is the best. I can never forget that, ever. But yes, guys, it's always nice where you can have a place, especially like on YouTube or in any social media platform, but at least my experience is like specific to YouTube, right, guys? There's so many channels that exist out there and they offer different things, but it's so cool, at least in my viewpoint and my perspective, when you can, you know, find a little channel, or it could be a big channel too. I mean, I'm not going to knock down big channels. That's amazing, like to accomplish such growth. But it's so nice when you really can build real connections and really have that dialogue, that meaningful dialogue of communication. So important. Sometimes we take it for granted. When you see an experience like that, it can be easily overlooked, I guess, you know. But there are some real gems that exist, and I consider us one of those little gems, guys. So that's what I was starting with. All right. Let me go back up. Guys, I'm using my left hand. Like I told you guys, I have Band-Aids on. So, all right. Mel, thank you for putting the links there too. All right. I think we're good there, right? Yeah. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any thing. Okay, got it. John Crime says, doing fine, love catching your late lives. Yeah. Well, usually I'm not on, usually I'm like ending by this time, if not already over. But today we got a later start. But better late than never, and especially when I already had the intention of doing the stream, I'm gonna go ahead and complete the process. I am all about execution and completion, for sure. And my close friends and family, not like family, well, them too, but you know, my online family, they know if I set out to do so, we're gonna complete it. We will. All right, sorry. All right, so thanks guys for putting the links there. I really appreciate that, okay? Mel's back. All right. Thank you, sweet crazy. I know, Mel's like, don't cry. I know you get, she already knows when I'm gonna get choked up. Mel knows. All right. All right, now we're gonna keep rolling. Let me pull my notes up. My notes, please. Okay. Where are my notes at? Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to be reading from my notes, not verbatim, but I have my notes pulled on my screen. So if you are new to the Wednesday live streams, we are doing segments. This entire series and segments is on personal development. And we're covering various elements, aspects of just developing you individually, personally, professionally. Like I said earlier, however you deem fit for you is going to be perfectly fine. And even if you're not working on that for yourself, there's plenty of, you can just, even if you've not joined in the past and this is your first time or your second time, I feel that the way I've designed this is to be just so natural that you can just listen in and feel like you're right in it, okay? All right, so this session is on pillars of principality. I came up with that earlier, like hours and hours ago. I was at Starbucks. That's a good way to call the segment. Mostly because I had been thinking about, usually when I do my segments here on this, I don't do it all in one day. Usually every Wednesday, I do this segment here on development. And then from last Wednesday till today, I usually, have my little online notes folder, my phone, and I'm putting some thoughts and bullet points together. And then I try to, finalize them usually the day of, summarize them and make them fit in order. And so I was like, yeah, a couple days ago, like this is a good way to say this. So I hope that it makes sense to you guys. Okay. So. All right. Oh my God. No one is crying. Come on, I'm happy. We're in a good place. Sweet crazy says, you cry, we cry. If I do cry, it's for the most part, it's usually happy tears. Yeah. All right. So. All right, I'm still here, guys. I'm just before I go in the, you guys know once I get rolling on my topic. I go in my little flow. So I wanted to make sure I filled my cup with ice and Sprite. Ice and Sprite. Ooh. See? I don't do it on the camera. It's just rude. Take my little sip and then I'll come right back on. All right, guys? Awesome. All right, guys, we are here. I know, right? No, I didn't leave. No, I'm still right here in front of the camera. I just had it muted for a second. Earlier, I had like lipstick on my freaking cheek. I'm like, let me just make sure it's not still there. No, it's not. Okay. All right, we're good there. I never used to use the StreamYards like way back in the day. Well, first of all, it didn't exist back then. But I kind of like the feature just because you can like not have to see yourself if you like, stand up or something or whatever that might be. That's not bad. Yes, I have my heels on. Okay. I need my cold Sprite. Please give me a cold Sprite. I was asleep earlier, guys. Oh my God, I was asleep. Thank God someone messaged me to wake me up. Thank God someone woke me up to wait. I was literally asleep earlier. I mean, not on purpose, but I know I need like a sponsorship like for Sprite. Actually, I don't, because I need to like cut back on my soda intake. It could be worse. It could be Coca-Cola, which has much more sugar and caffeine. At least with Sprite, it's not caffeinated. So, and of course, my ice. I did not use my my new cooler. I don't want to put that much ice in there. Sometimes, guys, you guys know that my freezer is still broke. Not the freezer is still functioning, but the ice machine in my freezer is still down. It has been quite a while. I did get a part to fix it, but it's still, the part didn't fix it. So hopefully it does get fixed soon. Yes, Amber, I was literally asleep a little bit ago, but we are here. And so if you're coming in right now, the game plan is we're going to do about, a quick and short segment on the topic. After that, for those who want to come hang out, come on the panel, that option is open. If nobody wants to come on the panel and say hi, no one's pressured to do so. You guys know there's no pressure. But I do like to offer that up because, you know, it's nice when you can be part of a small group and feel comfortable, you know, to just say hello. You know, other channels, you know, may or may not offer that ability or that process, but you know, I love you guys a lot. So, and I want to hear from you too, if you guys are comfortable. Like I said, at the end, we'll do that, and we'll do a small handful of readings, like we did last week. And I'll remember Laura Lee was here, and she had, I think it was Laura Lee who put a really good request at the end of last week, and she had said, we'll pull the cards for the group, like in general. That was super cool. So if she does come in, that was a great idea. We could do that as well. All right. All right. Oh. I figured if we want to, there's no pressure, after the YouTube segment, if people want to know, at least if my small group outside of YouTube wants to, then we could do a Zoom discussion like we usually do. Typically, we've been doing our Zoom discussions after the YouTube live streams. The last 2 or 3 weeks, I don't think we've done them. Not for any reason, I just think that we haven't. What the hell? Okay. We just hadn't done them. Usually because like I had not ate, or like, you know, I get tired. Mel says, Patch, I promise Katrina won't make you do the dance. What dance? The Carol Baskin one? Mel. What dance are we talking about? Yeah. Carol Baskin. Where is the G-spot at? You know who I haven't seen in forever? I haven't seen Plumie. I'm happy to see Mel here. Mel. Well, what dance are y'all talking about? I'm missing the action. Yeah, before I forget to go any further, I have my notes here. I'm focusing here. That's why I turned the camera off just for a quick second. Take a look at my notes. But guys, if you're just tuning in, can you guys do me a favor, support the channel? My only request, guys, is to give this video a thumbs up. If you are more generous than that, you could nicely leave a comment after the live stream video, because the thumbs up and the comments do really help support the channel. And you guys know I don't ask for anything. So it means a lot if you can do that by supporting me in that small manner. Don't feel pressure or obligated, but it is a request of mine. If you could do that, I would greatly personally appreciate that. I do a lot of things here out of the kindness of my heart, and really I just want to make sure that we keep the channel in the algorithm of YouTube. Especially on a small channel, I'm not covering topics with like really big names in it. You know, I'm not there for clickbait. I'm not there for, you know, certain things. And nothing's wrong with that either. I just do my own little thing. I stay in my own little tiny lane. So I really do appreciate completely when you guys are supportive by the thumbs up and by leaving a comment. I know during the live stream we kind of forget about that, but if you ever think about me after this stream, you know, going back to the video and leaving a comment, it means so much to me. Like literally, guys, it really makes a monumental difference when when we leave comments on the video. I know it kind of sounds silly, but it is just the way that the algorithm works. And even if it's just a thumbs up on the video, a comment, or it could even be something as simple as, hey, I really enjoyed what you were talking about. Or if you want to be more detailed and share your own experience, again, use your own, comfort level. But the point of leaving a comment is it goes a long way with small channels like my own. And so I greatly appreciate it. Okay. Like literally, Tally says, it's so much pressure to click the like button. Damn. All right. Damn. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. All right. I know, guys, I spent a long time on the intro and hanging out. Usually I get right into it. So I probably lost some of your attention spans, including my own. But we're going to get right into it now. You can expect about maybe 30 or 40 minutes. I'm going to go over the topic. After that, we can hang out and do as I said. That's the game plan. Right, guys? And maybe we'll get lucky and get Mel Mel up here. No promises. If y'all want to pressure her, you can pressure her behind the scenes in the chats. So let me pull my notes up and get on with the rodeo. All right, guys, we are back. Thank you. I did use the restroom. That way I can stay focused and not move from my spot. What happened now? We good? Yeah, we do like to see Mel Mel on panel. We certainly do. No one is allowed to hide unless you want to, then it's fine. All right. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, yes, thank you guys. I didn't see Laura Lee. Did she sneak in? I missed her if she snuck in. I use my left hand, which I'm not used to using my other hand. The Band-Aid is bad. Carol Baskin. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let me just use, oh, Laura Lee is here. Am I saying your name correctly, Laura Lee? The point is that we were talking about you, so your ears must have been ringing, sweetie. We just were saying how it was so awesome that you had suggested last Wednesday, how at the very end of our live stream, how we did a like the group general reading. We pulled cards. We had pulled cards for the group, so we were just chatting about that. All right. Yay! You heard us. We were dialing you on the wavelength, right, guys? Let's put up some hearts and like the wavelength emoji. For those who are familiar with our little emojis here. I do like emojis. I like the red hearts because I think that it's a beautiful thing for us to just be, you know, proponents of love, gratitude, appreciation, and love is a beautiful thing. And then the wavelength, for those who don't know about the wavelength, is that, you know, we come here together in groups, collectives, whether you're catching the replay or you're here real time, the wavelength is the wavelength, right? I know it sounds kind of funny and silly, but it's a real thing. Truly, truly is the wavelength. Grab your snack. I had too much to eat earlier, so there's no snacking for me at this hour. I was asleep a couple hours ago, and I had to wake my brain up. I made myself coffee, espresso shots. So, all right. Sandra. All right, here we go. You've been fasting. That's okay. All right. Here we go. Here are my notes, guys. Okay, can somebody let me know by text message or my Zoom group or the timestamp? I'm going to get started on the actual segment. I don't want people who catch the replay to think that I was just bullshitting this entire time. We were not bullshitting. I did cover some general thoughts. Okay, at least that's how I'm going to look at it. I will get my notes in my notebook if I need to, but can I count on someone to help with the timestamp of this part? Okay. Yes or no? God damn it. 51. I thought it was way more than that, but okay. All right, here we go. Let me sit up properly. God. Oh, I don't have to crack my neck on the camera. All right. Mel says 51 minutes, so we're going to go with that. All right. So we're going to cover a couple of different things on like duality, polarities, and obviously the pillars of principality. Okay. But I'm going to start this segment off in this position. In life, we have so many tough lessons that we have to face, right? And what I notice in life experiences, regardless of context or subject matter, is that, you know, it's a commonality where like when the pendulum swings this way, right, then energy is this way. And then when we're so when the pendulum swings like this, you know, we naturally think, okay, we've had too much of this, let's go this way, right? Has anyone heard of that like analogy? I'm sure you guys have heard that, you know, hear that before. The pendulum swings this way, and then naturally we gravitate toward the opposing situation, the opposite extreme. It's a natural element or force of how we are wired. So again, I think that we would, even if you never heard of the concept, you could probably agree, admit, or experience in your own life where things go this way, then you go to this side. You've had too much of this, then you need more of the opposites. But in reality, that's just a deceptive way that we're wired to think that we need the opposing side. Now, sometimes that might justify the experience, but oftentimes what I've experienced, what I've looked into, is that it's more of an integration of the polarities that really brings that true alignment, that inner balance of yourself. But we are sometimes so oblivious to that because we're seeing the physicality of this side and we naturally move to this side. Or we, even if we don't even know it's happening, or we do know it's happening, we're like in the motion. We've had too much of this. Now we need more of this. For example, you can look at this in many facets of your existing life. Let's just say you watch too much TV. And you can go deeper and say what kind of content. But again, for concept purposes here, you do too much of this, then you need the opposite of this to help equal out the elements, okay? Now, I can see how that does make sense in some concepts, in some moments, but true balance, harmony, and alignment really comes from an integration of both extremes, an integration of duality and polarities. Sometimes we don't see it because we're too much here, so our brains are wired to think we need this. And then we go there, like, oh, then you're there, and then the pendulum swings right back there, then you're there again. And then you're constantly chasing this unattainable result, right? Has anyone felt that way or experienced life or aspects or facets of their life with that analogy? Let me know. I'm curious. I would like to bet most people have either heard of that analogy or experienced that in their own life. I don't want to assume, so I'm asking. Let me know. Let me go to my notes section. What do you guys think? Anyone? Thank you guys for those who've answered. Because there's many ways to like dissect that and look at that deeper, but for general purposes here, you can look at that in a very basic way, or you can dive even deeper into your own real experience and say, like in my own real life, like in my Katrina real life, there's been many times where I've been too far into like spirituality. Seriously. It's not a bad, when you look at things, it's not a bad thing, but at the same time, you can't neglect other elements, other facets, and it does not make sense to go the other side, right? Naturally, our brains are wired to think, oh, too much of this, you go here. But the reality is you don't abandon this to go there. You blend and you integrate and you find some kind of middle way. And now, will there ever be a middle way, like to a T? If you're a numbers person, don't ever expect you to sit on 50-50. That's impossible. We are human beings. We are vibrational. That's like imagining yourself on a constant teeter-totter. You know at the parks when you're a child? What is that like park? If you're at the park and you're a little kid and they have that like seesaw thing and there's 4 seesaws, like 4. Now, what happens when only one person, when you're by yourself? Of course it's out of balance, right? What happens when you have 2 people? More than likely, you guys on the opposite side, right? And then if you have a 3rd person, it's kind of like off balance, right? And so then you get your parent, if you are lucky to have that in that experience, to come there, and they try not to like, they'll take the 4th seat, but they're gonna try so hard not to like overpower the seat. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have your weight on it. My point is that it would be an impossibility to think that you can really achieve this constant middle ground or this constant equilibrium. And so it's better off to realize that in life, it is about constant dualities, constant polarities. And rather than letting the pendulum just swing here and then swing there or here, you're better off looking at things from a holistic perspective. If you could allow yourself to be in the picture and then out of the picture at the same time, it does take some effort, and step back, then you're going to be more able to see from a macro viewpoint, when you let yourself stay in it, but also remove yourself. If you can do this, not everyone can do this. I do this all the time. Remove yourself from a situation, if there's a given situation, and just watch it unfold. Then you'll realize in your life, or a situation, or an experience, or an element of your life, or a theme of your life, or a part of your life that needs more attention. Your natural instinct will tell you and guide you where to put that effort, where it's needed, without going to the other pendulum of this and that. So when you find yourself in the pendulum, that is your brain and your position on autopilot. You're not even thinking. You're wired like that. You're like, here you go here, and you naturally go here when you think, oh, that's too much of this, let me go here, right? And so if you can look at your experience in reflective and real time, and also from a macro viewpoint, then you'll be able to see yourself in real time and see, okay, here's where I'm at. Here's what I could see from the outside in and being in the inside in. Let me navigate this and be more intelligent about how I place my attention and my energy, guys. Does that make sense to you? Please let me know. I'm curious. If you can do this, then I give you props. I do this all the time, but it's not easy to do. There's no more instructions than I've already given you guys to do that. But if you can do it, then consider yourself fortunate, because not many people can toggle like that. Toggle themselves between micro, macro, viewpoint here, viewpoint there, in, out, duality, polarity. It's hard to do. It takes a very sophisticated, intelligent person, someone keen on insight, to be able to do that. But if you can do that, you will most certainly be ahead of the game. You'll be able to help develop yourself and evolve yourself and be in real time of helping your own self. Your higher self will help your real self guide you through the most trying of times. So let me know. And I'm happy and grateful for those who do participate here and who do respond. I know it takes bravery and courage to even talk in the chat, especially when I'm going over the topics that I tend to cover. It's hard to do that. So I want to first say that I admire and acknowledge the bravery. I respect those who are willing to place themselves, right? I'm not saying on the line, because there's nothing here at risk, but still, there is risk at different levels, given each individual's position. And so to put yourself in the chat is one step. That's one step. And I commend those who can do that. And I don't take that for granted. I never do. I know sometimes in my live streams, we're not chatting because we're all so intent. We're all listening with so much intent. And so we're taking it all in. But when I do check in and you guys do it, respond and acknowledge, I want you guys to know that when you guys respond to me, I value that. Not from ego, but from the growth of your own soul. That means I know where you're growing, and when you show up and when you respond, I know where you're at. So I commend you, I honor you, and I respect you when you have the bravery and the courage to respond in the chat. I want you to know it does not go unnoticed. That lets me know, individually where you stand. Now, of course, there's sometimes we can't all make it here. Of course not. But I want you guys to know when you show up here, not just here in the chat generally, but when you're here participating, you as an individual soul are growing by milestones. You may not know that, but I know that. I certainly know that. I know that. I would not be here doing this if I didn't believe in that. And if you don't believe in yourself, hold on to my belief of you. Please. All right, guys. So when I do kind of check in, I want to know not just who's here, I really want to know who is really resonating with the content, because at the end of the day, when life is over, we don't know when our last breath will be taken. We don't know what the future holds completely. But what we do know is who we are today in this moment. We know right now who we are at this very moment. It doesn't matter where you're at in the world, what time or day it is, but you're here. And you guys know how much I value your time, your attention, and your commitment, and your focus on just being here. And even if you're not fully focused on the whole content, that's okay, but you're still here and you still matter. You matter to me. And I value each and every person individually. Yes, I do. I love every person. I love you individually. Yes, I do. I've learned over the years of my life to love people. Humanity, yes. Do you know how many people have not been loved, who've not been acknowledged? So many people are out there. And the fact that I could be just a small fraction of your life, it's a very tiny fraction, you know, I don't take that for granted. I will do whatever I can to bring you value and substance and growth. So thank you guys for being here with me. I really, I value you. If there has never been a person in this world who's ever valued you or has not valued you, I will show you what that looks like. Absolutely. If you've never been loved, I will show you what that's like. Authentically and genuinely. If you've hurt people in your past and you've never been forgiven, I will show you forgiveness. That's important, guys. Can we put some hearts and prayers for those who need love, forgiveness, support, bravery, and courage? Can we put red hearts for those? Because not everyone is able to be vocal, whether they're here or in the replay. I want everyone to know that they matter, because it's true. It's very true. I would not be so intentional and focused, dedicated, and I talk to each and every one of you individually. If you're with me offline, I love you and I'll support you to the end of time until my body ceases to exist. You're gonna have me in your corner. And I don't say that from ego, I say that from truth. That's real. If you've never had somebody in your life who supported you, who's been like your cheerleader, and I don't mean that in any other way than that, someone who has supported you, somebody who has believed in you. Even if you don't even have the belief of yourself, you can use my belief in you to go the distance. Absolutely. How many times here have we talked about, we don't have the rocks of our family, and most of us may be the rock of our family. And who's your rock if you're the rock of your family? How many times have I told you guys here that I will be your rock when I can be? Yes. Because every strong person needs another strong person. That's the truth. We forget that. We think it's not important. It's real, guys. So real. I love and support you guys. And when I'm here to be strong, I will bring it to you. And you guys know that already. You guys totally know that. That's not like a new thing unless you're new to my channel. But the dedicated people that we've had on my channel, you've heard me say in various live streams, even aside from personal development, like I'm happy we're doing this segment, but even prior to the series on development, you've heard me have all these, the statements, the words out my mouth have been the same from day one. They have been. You know why? Because it's who I am. It's who I am on camera and off camera. I'm going to support you. I'm going to be there for you. You don't have to have your family there for you. You don't have to have your peers and your colleagues, but you can guarantee and count that I'm going to be here to support you in the capacity that I'm able to do so, right? It's subjective, but I'm going to be here for you. The people who are closer to me, who know me offline, they know I'm in their corner. How many people do you know are in your corner? Do you know anyone in your corner? Have you ever felt the tried and truth of a person that is relentlessly in your corner? I'm curious. I want to know. Let me know. Let me pause and check in with the chat and make sure we're on the same page. But it's a real thing. There is no doubt in my mind I'm in your corner. And even if you don't know me personally or offline, that's okay. If you're someone who's not a vocal person or who doesn't, talk with me offline, if you come here frequently, I'm sure you feel my energy. There's no doubt in my mind that you feel me through the camera. I know that. And I will extend my power, my love, my authenticity. I will send it through. Absolutely. It's who I am. It's who I embrace myself. I love myself. I respect myself. And I will show you how to love yourself and respect yourself too. That makes sense, guys? Let me just check in with you guys. Let me know. I have to use this because this StreamYard is delayed. So let's see here. Jonathan says yes. Hey, True Helper, I didn't see you. You snuck in. I didn't see you sneak in. I missed you guys. I always try to take a few breathers, check in before I keep going. And if you're just joining in, guys, I'm using my left hand. I have Band-Aids on my main finger, so I'm y'all bear with me, okay? Bear with me. All right, so Dawn Marie, thank you, Sandra. Hey, Jamie, Texas chick, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm happy to see you. I'm so happy. So happy. So happy. It's been a while. Thank you. Sandra, Scout, Dawn Marie, Mel, MX Big. MX Big says, here I am being brave, Katrina. You guys have no idea. And even though, let's just say you're someone who's more brave than most, but it's important for us to still acknowledge even the people who are afraid to type in the chat. That's important. And we cannot know the level of courage it takes to even write in a chat, guys. You have no idea. And I want everyone to feel, safe to do so here. And I want you to know that I can see you when you're here. And for those who know me really well, or who have been with me for a long time, then you know that I do pick up on your energetics and your vibrational experience. Yes, I certainly do. And even if you don't believe in, the spiritual realm, the psychic realm, the intuitive realm, that's okay. I'm not here to push those things, but I want you to know that I do see your energy and I feel it. Yes, I certainly do. Okay? We keep going back up here and miss some people. All right. We got Angel Eyes. Okay. Scouts. Jonathan. Dawn Marie. Sandra. Jamie. Mel. Mel says Joshi is bored. Is your son bored? MX Big. Yay. All right. I think I got the bulk whoever, you know, Martin, hello, welcome, Martin, Patch, Angel Eyes. All right, I think I got Laura Lee, True Helper. I'm so happy to see True Helper here. It is so amazing. Really, it really is, guys. And I can't remember, True Helper, if you have a channel or not. I don't remember exactly, but I do know that you are very prominent on the channels, and we appreciate your support. You are a true helper, in fact, a true helper. So I want to acknowledge you for all your love and support on channels that you believe in. It's amazing. You know, and even though, you know, individually we may not have channels, it's so important, guys, to even acknowledge the people who are really good people out there. That's a lot. And, you know, we may take it for granted. Oh, we see this person or that. But guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. Their energetics, their vibration is one element that I can see. And so I want to acknowledge at least, you know, True Helper. It's so beautiful. It really is a beautiful experience, okay? Because we have a lot of people who, they don't have to have channels, you know, precisely, but they're always there, you know, supporting and encouraging and being really, you know, for the cause of other channels, right? And I want to acknowledge those of you out there who do that for other channels as well. It's so important, guys. Let's not let that go to the wayside, okay? Joey Brooklyn! Joey Brooklyn. You're good, Laura Lee, you're good. Hey, Joey. Guys, if you missed Joey's live stream, I'm telling you, he is my soul brother. 100%. I love Joey Brooklyn. He has a great channel. I love his channel. I always try to catch all his live streams. That is not like an announcement. I'm not like a commercial or infomercial. I really believe in, you know, certain people I really love and support 100%, you know, like Judy Ron and Joey Brooklyn and Mel and others. But I want to say that if you're looking for something like content-wise of like, you know, nature or just, you know, walk at the park, walk at the ocean front, just, you know, natural things, that's your guy, dude. That is your guy. So if we could truly put Joey Brooklyn's link to support him, because we have people who watch the replay who cannot be here at this moment of time. We want to definitely support his channel. I love his channel. Whenever I see him, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta see his channel, you know, when he's live. Because these are the moments of life, guys, that you're not gonna get every day from just random stuff. You're not gonna find it online. And maybe you could. I'm not gonna say you can't, but isn't it so much more meaningful when you can actually witness people you know in the community who are actually trying to, you know, bring, you know, genuine experience. Sometimes we underestimate that, we minimize it, or we just overlook it, but not me. I'm gonna acknowledge that, and it's so amazing. So for sure, I wanna make sure that we do post Joy Brooklyn's link here, okay? For sure. Whenever I want my laughs and my good time and whenever I need some truth, you know, I'm gonna go to Mel's channel. She's gonna tell me straight. She's not gonna hold back. And when I want to back the blue and I want truth, whether it's on crime or on, like, you know, certain, you know, issues that are trending in the news, I'm gonna go to Duty Ron. I know I can count on him and trust his opinion, and it's so good to have people like that you love and support. You guys know, it's so important, guys. So let's please put those links. Joey Brooklyn, me love Joey Brooklyn, my soul brother, and True Helper says, my account says I have a mod blocked here. I have no idea who, True Helper. I really have no idea. But the mods here on my channel are usually good people that I know of, unless I don't know. Unless I don't know. And that's okay too. It's okay to always like reevaluate the mods, but for the most part, the ones who have been showing up here for sure are for sure good people. Unless I have mods here that maybe I've had from like way back in the day, I have not gone back through, I have not revamped the mod list. I know I should do that, I just have not, so I don't know who it could be. But I do have people that have been mods for like way, like, you know, like Joey, no, do not wake up Duty Ron. No. It's 4:30 for him. No. No. No, he's not waking up anyways. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, true helper. You butt blocked somebody? Well, that's happened. Duty Ron, his fat fingers sometimes do things. I'm just being silly, but you know. Guys, did we put Joey's link and Duty Ron's link in here and Mel Mel's link? Did we or not? Let's make sure we do it, okay? Whoever's a moderator here that knows how to post links, if we can do that, I would greatly appreciate your support if you know how. I know we have mods who don't know exactly how to do that, but if you do know how, I'm gonna thank you again in advance, okay? That's okay. Mel sometimes puts me in timeout on her channel on purpose. I'm usually begging for it just for fun. Just for fun. All right. I'm laughing at this comment. I have to laugh because you asked the same thing, Joey, last time. I was like, no. Sorry. Just funny. That's all. Yes. Thank you, Dawn Marie. She's back the blue. There you go. Thank you, Dawn Marie. Thank you, sweetie. I really appreciate your help there for sure. Thank you. And I always forget I'm on StreamYard, so I always forget to actually click the links or the little icons. So sorry about that. All right. So I'm gonna hope you guys did that for me, all right? I can't go back all the way up, guys. I can't, but I'm here, all right? Oh yeah, I'm here. All right. So if you put those links, thank you guys, because you guys know here on my channel, I'm gonna support those who I believe in, who I'm in, communication with. You guys know that already. And if you ever want to see me on other channels, like, in the chat part, then you guys know where I will be. You will know where I will be. Mel, you're being bad. Hi, Nikki Pink Itching to Scratch. I am doing good. How are you? Yes, thank you, Joey. We are all family for sure. All righty, so let's keep going. MX Big says, you keep dropping out. MX Biggs, that happened to you even under your other name, right, sweetie? So it doesn't surprise me. Mel, stop. All right, we're gonna keep rolling, all right? Aw, thank you, Joey. We love you. Definitely. Absolutely. And you guys know it's so hard to find real, genuine, channels. There are a lot of channels. You can do anything you want on YouTube, on Google. There's so many platforms, places to get content, but it's so different, a unique experience when you can really engage, interact with people beyond just the screen. at least in my opinion. It's my opinion, okay? So I totally love supporting those people. And if you ever want to see me hang out and engage, interact, besides me being the host here, then you'll know where I will be. All right, back to the notes. Mel, what's the second timestamp? Mel, the second timestamp. Please, Mel. All right. So we just got done talking about the pendulum and how it swings here and then it goes there. And sometimes in life, we don't even know what's happening, but we're looking at things from one lens of perspective, and we just think that, well, we had too much of this, let's go to too much of the other thing. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, sometimes, it's more of an integration of two polarities that really is like the defining moment. And the last example I gave was like you're at the park, a child at the teeter-totter. I'm not sure what that, that little thing, I think it's a teeter-totter. I'm not sure what it's called. Not the swings, it's that one where it goes like this, right, guys? And if it's just you and a friend, you're on this side, you have 3 friends, you're there, the parent comes and sits on it to balance it out. But the point is that, that's the best example or analogy that I can give you guys, that where at the end of the day, it's really, you're never gonna hit that complete 50-50 mark. And so let yourself off the hook to know you're not gonna get that right there. And there will be times in life where you're a little bit here, a little bit there. But notice when you're on this side, the end, and this side, the end. And then when you find yourself on the polarities, the extreme sides, try to bring yourself back to center. Again, you will never be in one. Imagine your legs on those teeter-totters and trying to like balance physically with your body. It's not going to happen because life is in motion. You're moving and there's no way to manage that. All right. All right. Now let's keep rolling here. Now, here's a really good point or concept to consider. When we look at time, and how you define time is up to you. I will cover a couple points of this, but when you look at time, we naturally tend to look at time as a linear part of the equation, right? We think of time as linear. We start here as babies and we end here at whatever point in time we cease to exist in our physicality, and it's over from a physical standpoint. Now, of course, we're not going to get hypothetical here. We're not going to go too far, but of course, there's more than that. There's more than just that experience. But to keep it concise, on track, we see time as this linear position. If you're looking at it from a graph, we start here, we end here, and it is linear. Of course, it goes here usually, but it's linear. And what I want to say about that is that's one way to look at time and this life experience, and that's true. And there's other ways to also simultaneously consider life and this experience, the physicality of ourselves as well, that may not be necessarily linear like that. And so what I urge you guys to look at and consider is that, time is also ever ongoing and evolving, and time is circular. So you can have that mindset of the linear, whether it's here, flat line, or it's here. Either way, it's still linear, right? There's destination A and destination B. But there's one other way to look at time, all right, conceptually. And that's, in cycles and circles. Not complete circles, but I would say like a vortex. So if you know what a vortex is, it's like a funnel, but it's a vortex. And it's constantly in motion, just like time. Like you from this second to the next second, you've aged by a second, right? And so another way to look at this is like it's a vortex, right? And it's constantly in motion, just like our life is, right? And imagine this vortex, right? And it's moving and it's in motion here. And as it's cycling like this along the life path the whole experience of us. Whether you see it this visually, you can look at that however you'd like, but imagine this moving and moving and moving in cycles and circles, right? And as it's evolving and as it's moving like this, there are themes and life lessons that we are facing as it cycles and circles through the vortex, the funnel, all right? And so when you look at this from this perspective, this lens, you have a deeper insight to how the bigger picture works, all right? If you only look at it from the physicality point, the linear equation, it's fine. It's true. It's true. That's a true way to look at it. But if you can actually use your higher mind to remove yourself from the experience itself and see it from the macro viewpoint, from a higher perspective, you will see yourself cycle through themes and lessons, right? And experiences that, you know, you've encountered once before at one point of time, but maybe you re-encounter it at a higher level, right? A more advanced, experienced person, but you're still repeating the patterns. I would not say repeating the patterns, but I will say that you are, you know, revisiting the cycles that you may have went through and mastered, or at least overcame or learned. But there you go again on the vortex like this, spinning in these circles and cycles, revisiting the themes that play out in our life as we go through the vortex. That's how I look at our physicality and our soul. That's my own truth. But again, I bring this up because how many times can we admit, if you're brave enough, that you do, you know, let's just say you learned one hard lesson 5 years ago, whether it's on love, friendships, work, money, career, finance, peers, colleagues, family, friends, whatever it may be. And then time goes by, you know, you feel good about how you handled it, whether you did well or not, it's over. And then time goes by, and then there you are, not the same situation, but something kind of similar, but it's a different dynamic. And there you are, like, wait a minute, some of this feels a little familiar. It's not the same situation, but there are components that bring you back to that, previous or past experience. And whether you acknowledge it or notice it or not is one thing, but that does happen. Has anyone ever experienced where, at one point in life they went through this experience and, they overcame it, whether it was horrible or bad, good, whether you felt strong at the end or devastated, defeated. The point is that it completed, right? At that moment, it completed. And then life goes on. Other areas go into effect. And then a couple of years later, maybe, there you are facing something similar. Not exact, not precise, but they have components that you're like, wait a minute, something feels familiar here, but it's not the same. Has anybody ever experienced that? I'm going to pause, check in with the chat. I'm curious to know. If you're brave, you'll say yes, and everyone else can hold their peace. But I'm curious to know. Let me check my phone, because again, this was like not in real time. Oh, my shoe fell off. My shoe falls off. All right, let me see. Let me see. Jonathan says yes, he has. Let me see who else is brave enough. Mel says yes. I tend to let people screw me over because I am empathic or empathetic. I understand that too. I totally do. Joey Brooklyn says yes. Dawn Marie, yes. MX Big says sometimes it's synchronicity. Okay. All right. All right. Sandra says yes. I missed the whole groundhog day. Mel says yes. Y'all are gonna make me laugh and get off focus. I gotta stay focused. All right, I think we're good, right? I can't go too far back, otherwise I'll lose track here, but for the most part, I think I got yes, right? All right, we're gonna keep rolling. Jamie, Texas says, yes, it's a teeter-totter here in Texas. Girl, yes, it is. I'm in Texas too. All right, let me keep rolling, all right? MX Big says, what? I know, Katrina. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Is it me or is it you? I don't know. Email me. I do the best I can. That is for sure, okay? It may take me some time, but I am always here on Wednesday nights. All right. All right, let me keep rolling back. Hey, see my tutu, how are you? All right, so we did put those links though, right? Earlier, guys, we did? Okay. Making sure that we did do that, all right? Oh yeah, it's very hot here. And like if you missed my beginning, my upstairs AC unit is not working. My house has 2 units. So I'm back downstairs, guys. All right. Mel Mel is here from the future. We love when Mel Mel's here, even if it's present or future. We do. All right, we're gonna keep rolling. All right. All right, we're almost through the topic and the concepts, okay, guys? Okay. So I top of the vortex. Mel Mel, what's the time? What is the next timestamp, Mel Mel? Please, what is it? I will find it later in the chat. We're gonna keep rolling here. All right. And where's the G spot here? Where is the G spot? Where's Jonathan? Where's Gen Z? Where's Sandra? Where are my homies? Sorry, I don't use the word homies. No, I don't, but I will in this moment. I'm laughing at myself right now. I'm sorry. Where is my family, my soul family? Homegirl. No, don't call me homegirl. No, that's too much for me. Usually I don't use the word homies. I'm sorry. But it's a side note for myself. But where are you guys? Where's my soul family? Yay. Mel Mel says, I'm putting them into, Mel Mel says, what? I'm putting them into Zoom chat. Yes, put them in there, Mel Mel. Put them in there, Mel Mel. Put them in there. Sorry, being a little too aggressive, guys. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Don Marie. Wait, is that what it says? Oh my, oh, that was an hour, almost an hour ago, Don Marie. Okay, I got it. I got it now, though. All right. Hi, Emmanuel. How are you? Gen Z says, I might have dozed off. That's okay. I dozed off earlier. All righty. Sandra's here. Gen Z's here. Sean's here. Angel Eye, Scout, Joey Brooklyn. Mel Mel says, ice cream truck. MX Big, Sweet Crazy. I know, right, Mel Mel? I'm saying it. All right. But I have not seen the G spot unless I missed her. Is she here or not? Where's the G spot at? Did we see her? She fell asleep, didn't she? Danielle? Where's See My Tutu at? Oh, my shoe fell off. Hold on, guys. My shoe. My heel. Oh my God, my heel is caught in the wires. Okay, I got it all. All right. All right, let's keep rolling. So, I do want to see if the G spot's here. I'm sad. Guys, if you have her contact, Wake her up. Send her a message, a nice message. Where is she at? Where are you? I don't see you in chat. All right. Well, I hope the G-spot makes a comeback. All right. All right, let's keep going. The timestamp. Thank you, Mel, for the timestamps. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep rolling here. So I have to use this hand because my band-aids are not jiving with me here. All right. All right, let me read this paragraph that I wrote earlier and summarize this quickly here. All right, I know what I wrote already, so let's see here. All right, so whenever you're experiencing life, whether it's setbacks, misunderstandings, difficult scenarios, uncomfortable positions, it could be the gamut of anything from very extreme of like traumatic, or it could be just things that happen at work or in social experience, social engagements, whatever it may be, right? Oh, I can't. All right. One thing to always remember is that when things are kind of like going in disarray, you have the opportunity to look at things from two perspective lenses. You can look at things as they're chaotic, you don't understand them, why is this happening? Or you can look at it from the lens of, how can I grow from this experience? What can I learn? What can I take away from these setbacks or this discomfort or this unfamiliar experience or this uninvited problem that has now sat on my lap, right? You can choose to sit in the pain and just dwell there, or you can look at things and consider how you could possibly find life lessons, small things, tiny lessons, big lessons in what's being dealt to you at that time, right? I've learned in my own experience that there are some things that take place in your life experience that you can analyze the hell out of. Okay, I've been there before in the past. You can dwell on it and think about it forever and try your best to make sense of things. But some things that we do encounter in this world, in this life experience, are not always meant to be fully understood. And I think that's a very important thing to consider, guys, because in life, it's natural that we want to understand things that happen to us, especially if they're very impactful, they hurt us, or they make us very happy. But it's usually the pain that always settles in harder than the happiness. That's just how we're wired. But when things are taking place that are unpleasant, it's easy to just go and like shift blame or find justifications or distract ourselves. And that's fine to some degree. But really, if you can allow yourself to know that there are some experiences that we do encounter and face that we are not meant to fully understand. Now, some things we are meant to fully understand, but there are moments and experiences that we have to just surrender and accept that this is what it is. You can drive yourself crazy to make sense of it, to analyze it. But some things are just not meant for our understanding at this point in time. Maybe at a future date, you'll get clarity and insight on there. But in real time, you may not be privy to that. And why make yourself go in that cycle of like, what is it? What happened? Sometimes just let it rest. Answers will come later. And if they never come, you still accept that. You can't say to yourself in real time, well, I'll get those answers later, and you're waiting and waiting. You may never get those answers. But when you make a choice to decide and say, well, I would like to know why this went down this way, or what happened, or what signs that I miss that I could have prevented. You can, look at things however way you'd like, but at the end of the day, some things are not meant to be understood in real time or ever. And there's no reason beyond that to consider. Just some things are just not meant for understanding. Some things we do face and encounter are just meant for the process itself. Does that make sense, guys? I have to use my left hand here. All right, here. I'm reading my notes. All right. All right. So the reason why I bring this up as well, there's many facets of why, but I do bring this up because I want to remind us that it is okay when we are hurt in life. It is okay to express like the disappointments that we face and that we encounter. Of course, it's not the most notable. It's not the most notable times we want to be like highlighted, right? Nobody wants to like, announce, oh my God, I was really hurt, or I felt taken advantage of, or I felt betrayed, or I felt hurt, nobody wants to do that, right? But it is okay, to acknowledge when we are in those positions, right? It's also equally important to know the significance and to be able to really shift your experience and bounce back, right, to that core part of yourself. And that part is what's going to lead me into the whole pillars of principality. Okay, guys? So we're going to keep rolling here. When things happen to you, like in your life, let's just say your house is vandalized, again, they're just random things, or you're robbed, or your car is broken into, or a friendship with somebody has been, your trust has been betrayed. Let's imagine that someone you loved has hurt you so deeply. Again, whatever the situation could be, your family has let you down, your work has fired you, your projects are not on point, whatever it may be, right? The gamut ranges, it's subjective. The point is that it's so easy for us to go from the pendulum of, well, you know what? I should have known better. I put myself out there too far on the line, and now I'm going to go ahead and go back within. I should not have trusted the people. I should have had cameras on my house. I should have locked my doors. I should have not engaged with those people conversationally, or peers and colleagues, or I should have done this or that. Again, it ranges, but the point still ceases to be there. And it's so easy to want to go in that pendulum of, you know what, I put myself, if someone breaks your hearts, that's hard, right? So it's easy to want to say, you know what, I put myself out there way too far on the line. Now I'm paying the price. I should have known better. Here I am now, I'm in fucking pain, right? The reality is that the answer is not to go on the other side of the pendulum, right? So if you've been with me here the last hour or two, we've been talking about the whole pendulum thing and the duality and the polarities and the extremes and the teeter-totter. And so naturally, when things take place in our environment, our experience, people you love and trust, and they hurt you, it's so easy to want to say, I'm not going to go out there. I'm going to stay within and protect myself. Now, sometimes in life, depending on where you are in this evolutional experience, that may be the right thing to do. I'm not going to attest to that. If that is the right thing for you to do, then your heart and your body and your instincts will know it to be true. The more evolved you get on the process of life, the evolutional journey, the soul's journey, listen to yourself. Maybe the answer is not to go back within, right? Say you trust people so much because you love them and you're hurt. The answer is not to say, well, now I can't trust people or love people because I got taken advantage of, or this did not pan out the way I had hoped or envisioned, or whatever it may be. Why is my shoe? Sorry. Hold up, my shoe fell. Okay. So instead of reverting to the opposing position, the extreme, the pendulum, maybe the answer is neither of those, right? The answer is to keep persisting and pursuing. It's not, it's natural for us to think the answer is to hide, become reclusive, take back, go within. And if that is your position at that point in time of your life, then maybe that is the right thing for you to do. So I'm not against that. So please don't misunderstand me. But what I am saying is the more evolved you are, the more you go on this journey, the more you're able to witness that that might not be the best answer for you. Maybe the answer is to just keep being you more. You know, in life, when you are on a journey, you have to expect for things to take place that you don't even participate in, that are going to hurt you. It doesn't mean that you deserve that pain. So there's no reason to try to justify to yourself, well, here's why it happened, or here's how I could have prevented that, or here's what I could do next time. See, those are the mechanisms that we as human beings are wired to do to protect ourselves. I'm not saying don't protect yourself. So please don't misunderstand me. Yes, still protect yourself if you're at that position. But when you are at a more evolved position, you can assess the situation for what it is and still know your pillars of principality. Where do you stand? Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? So when in doubt, you have these pillars of principality that are always guiding you, leading you to still be that person that you are. And sometimes many people in this world don't even have pillars of truth. Most people probably don't. I'm going to be honest. Most people don't. And that's why I titled this segment, The Pillars of Principality, because at the end of the day, guys, when life kicks you in your face and you're not expecting it, it's easy to want to take the time out. And that's okay, do it. How long are you going to stay in time out? Or on your knees or off the track? It's all about how you get yourself back off the floor, right? You pick yourself back up and you remind yourself, who are you? What is your truth? What do you stand for? What do you want while you're here, alive, breathing, right? Now, we take those questions for granted and we just idealize them. But reality is, when was the last time you ever asked yourself what you stand for? I'm not here to be, theoretical. It's a real question. Have you ever asked yourself, what is your truth and what do you stand for? If you've never have done that, that's okay. Don't feel ashamed. I'm not going to ask people in the chat to tell me yes or no. But I am going to go ahead and position it for you in your own internal mind to think about that and consider it. Have you ever considered who you are, why you are, what you stand for, what is your truth? Because if you've never done that, when you fall down, you have nothing to pick you up. You're going to be prey to the environmental experiences around you. Let me check in the chat, make sure we're all here on point before I go further, all right? Are we all together still? Are we still good, guys? Let me know. Get my ice here. Y'all, I have not left. Ooh, oh, that is my ice. That is my Sprite. Can y'all hear it? I have no idea if you guys can ever hear that sound. But you guys saw me talking long-winded, and I didn't take a break. I need to get myself my little drink here. So yes, guys, that makes sense or not? We're on the same page? All right, I'm going to assume yes, okay? We're good? Thank you, Jonathan. Guys, if you're here, put some red hearts for us. We're a team. We're a group. I want to know if you're here. I'm going to count on you as a champion, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're going to champion each other the whole way through this process, guys. Even if you are not experiencing setbacks, pain, failures at this very moment, you don't know when you will. And it's so important to make sure you have those people right here, us together, a collective here to help you pick you off the ground when you need that help. You know how hard it is to find real, genuine people? It's difficult to find those kind of people. And I mean real people. I'm not even saying, you can have friends, online friends, acquaintances, you know, they can tell you they're there for you. They can say that. Are they really there? Are they there to help you? Really pick you off the ground when your fucking life is in chaos? It's important to have different kind of people in your awareness, in your corner, in your community, because we're all different, right? And when you're facing this kind of situation or that or this or X, Y, or Z position or situation, it may call for different kind of people to help you because they have different abilities, strengths, talents, and perspectives that you need that you cannot get from other areas of life, guys. Does that make sense or not? I know it's easy to consider or to assume that like our family and loved ones or long-term friends will be that person for us. I know, trust me, if there's anyone, I say yes. You know, it's natural. Sorry, I forgot I don't have the camera on. It's natural for us to think that the ones we love the most will always be there in our corner. But how many times have you experienced pain and setbacks and they're not there for you? And I'm not saying, oh, they're not there because they didn't love you and support you. We're not going to go into why they're not there. The point is they're not there. That's the point, right? We're not going to go into the why. We're not going to go into the why. Sorry, I forgot I was not on camera. What I'm saying is that when you need certain kind of people in the world to be there for you in whatever is going down, it's natural when we're asked from a very different perspective. Oh, well, family and friends. I'm not opposed to that. So please don't misunderstand me. What I'm saying is that sometimes you need different kind of people at a certain point of time. And it's hard to really, you know, articulate that as best I could, but that is the best way I could possibly say it, where it makes sense. You know, there are certain kind of people in the world that are going to be there at the right time to guide you, to help you. And they're not going to be family and friends, like, you know, family and long-term friends. They could be, I'm not opposed to that, but there are moments where there are other people that will come, right? And be those wings for you, or be that insight or that information, that perspective, or, you know, that inspiration, whatever it might be, given the scenario that is unfolding. Make sense, guys? All right. Thank you, Mel Mel. Mel Mel says sometimes the chosen family are better. I agree. And Mel Mel, I love you. I love Mel Mel so much. She's not my biological family, but I really do love Mel Mel with my heart. I really do. Like, I really do. The people that I have bonded with in this life, I fucking love them. I really do. Like, I'm not a fake person. I know people are that way in, you know, social media, but you'll know when someone's real. You will know when someone's real. When they're going to have your back, that's a real fucking person. And when someone shows you their true reality, their realness, their authenticity, don't lose them. Don't. And I love my Gen Z. Gen Z is my real sister, not biologically, but you know. Right. We're gonna keep rolling. All right, here we go. All righty. You know, Gen Z, I have not seen Johnny in a long time. Where is our brother Johnny? Where is he? Wake him up. No, it's okay. All righty, next, we're gonna keep rolling here, all right? So, all right. Yay! What did Mel say? Oh, I missed your cooking light. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Mel, why don't you just message me sometimes? Good Lord. I was awake, I think. No, I was asleep and I woke up. I might, let me know for sure. And I love Jonathan. I love the G spot. Who else is here that I love? Mel, Gen Z. Johnny's not here, but I love my Johnny too. Who else is here that I love? I love Duty Ron. He's not here, but I love him to death. Joey Bricklin was here earlier. I love him to death. You guys are like my soul family. I really do. Like, you know, a lot of people in this world are afraid to love. They're afraid to expose themselves in a loving manner. And I've learned in the years of my own spiritual journey that you can do that and hold yourself back from all of the love in the world. But when it's all over, that's a very silly thing to do. It's so silly to do that. Dawn Marie, Sandra. I love Dawn Marie and Sandra and Scout. Let me see who else is here that I love so much. I love you guys so much. I can't keep going that far back up, but if you're here and you show me your name, I will tell you if I love you. Angel I says, I'd love a friend like my doggy. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, if you have pets, yeah, pets for sure, absolutely. Angel Eyes, MX Big, the G Spot, Scout. They don't talk though. I know, right? The pets don't talk. MX Big says, is that Sean or like the Sean? The Sean from like last year? That Sean? That's him. Only those know what that means from the past. A blast from the past. Wait, Mel says, what? I'm sorry. I did say that. You would be mad. I missed it. Oh, I will go back and watch that freaking live stream. Mel did a live stream. She was cooking, and I missed it. And I'm telling you, like, when I watch Mel cook, I swear to God, like, every thought, you know, everything gets, like, suspended into reality. And I'm like, oh, I'm watching Mel cook, and life is beautiful. You guys need to, like, make sure you are subbed to Mel. If you have not seen her channel, you got to see it. If you have not seen the parodies of me, then you are missing out. All right, let me keep going back. Sorry. Jonathan says, yes, it is. Yes, the Sean. I guess it's the Sean, I guess. The old Sean. He's the same person. MX, Sean, you're home from work. It is so funny. Gen Z knows good times. Blast from the past. All right, let's keep rolling though. I cannot believe I missed Mel's freaking cook video. Like, that bothers me. You know, that's the only channel I can go to and purposely misbehave. Right, Mel? I'm like, I gotta go to a channel where I can like purposely misbehave and purposely be put in timeout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For fun, like in all good laughter, like hard to get those pieces, those moments of time. All right, we're gonna keep rolling. All right, let's keep going. Hi, Mojo Pirate. How are you? Noted. No, Josher. For the bad time out? Yes, I go to Mel Mel's channel to always be purposely timed out. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But it's very innocent, so it's safe. It's a safe place. All right, guys, let me go back on track now. All right, so as we were talking about earlier, when you're off track and in life, you know, it's important that you have groups, people, places that you can count on and trust. They're going to help you get right back on track. You know what I mean? And so sometimes we can be very inundated with like life hitting us, and experiences like taking over our you know, our emotional well-being, our physical well-being, or just you know burying us so deep. And so sometimes family and friends who we love and like adore cannot be there to help pull us out of like the water, like we're drowning, pull us out. Okay. And it's so easy for us to forget how when we come into like community, right, as groups and collectives, that when we're creating these like experiences, we're here to support each other, you know, in a safe place, in a safe position. All right. We want to make sure that where we are spending our time and our attention are on places where we feel that we're going to allow others to help us when we're down, when we feel weak, when we need the help the most. Sometimes we're afraid to ask for help. I mean, has there been anybody out there that's ever been afraid to ask for help? I know I am someone who does not like to ask for help. I know that already. I don't like to ask for help. That's just my natural personality. I tend to be someone who just like does things on my own accord. I have been working on building with people and other people as a group. That's why I've made, you know, the end of 2019 and into 2020, even despite the whole pandemic, for those who've been my friend for a long time, they've known that one of my goals for this 2020 year was to create, you know, a real group of people where we can interact and hang out in a safe place where we can support each other in different ways, right? And not everyone as individuals are going to have the same traits, qualities, strengths, or abilities, but we don't know how we can learn from the interaction of each other, right? So it doesn't matter if this person or that person has this ability or this strength or this talent or this experience. We are all as a group collectively learning together from each other. And so I think it's a very interesting dynamic. And I'm proud that we have a very consistent group of people who come hang out. And I know when I do the very late night ones, not everyone can be here. But in the earlier evening ones, we have other people who come hang out here. And I talk to them offline, and I'm happy to interact. We have the Facebook group, guys, the Conscious Soul. I forget exactly how many people, I think like what, 300 or 400 people there. And I'm proud of that. So proud, because we are together, right? We may not all have the same interests, right? We may have different perspective, life experiences, but the important thing is that we can find that common ground and be a group. And the most important thing is that we are respective of our own unique experiences. No one here is about hate or like segmentation. We're all here with the mindset, the intention of like the collective energetics. I'm very proud for us, for sure. All right, let me keep rolling here. The last part, okay, is so tell me if there's anyone out here listening. I know you're, but if you're brave to speak in the chats, if not, that's okay. Do you have any pillars of truth that you are, don't you have to say what they are, but it's a yes or no thing. Are there pillars of truth that you know, right, that you stand for? It's a yes or no. So put a yes if you have pillars of truth. Don't put anything if you don't have any. Let me know. Mel, what did Mel say? I love it. I do. It's a very innocent, loving experience, for sure. Mel's cooking. I'm like, Mel, just put me in timeout. You guys, for those who know me really well, I'm a very serious person, like in my everyday experience. And for those who've been with me for the longer time, one of my goals and objectives was to loosen up and be less rigid. I think I've done a good job over the last couple of years loosening up more and being less rigid. I'm probably still serious in my natural demeanor, too serious still, but I've worked on my humor a little bit, and I've worked on trying to be less uptight, less rigid. I'm still working on it though, but I've accomplished some small benchmarks. So. Oh God, Mel says she never asked for help. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, some people don't ask for help. I agree. I'm one of those people. I just don't ask for help. Now, one thing about my own personal growth and development as a wholeness, I've had to come to terms with like allowing more people. I have not done this yet. I've been trying to get myself to do it, but not there yet. But I've been trying to open myself up to letting different kind of people participate in my business endeavors. For those who know me really well, you guys know that I'm very private about a lot of things in life, especially my business, because I love it. I love and hold it so like a baby, I guess. And so to let more people in is hard to do, but I'm getting closer to it. So. Mel, as True Helper says, yes, Mel, I am a figment of many people, especially. All right. Scout, yes. And I think that's a great point, Scout, is that if you tend to be a more dominant person or independent, it's even harder. I'm a very dominant person, like that's for sure. People who know me in real life, they know. I work on surrendering and allowing the process to unfold every freaking day. Yeah, so I am with you there, Scout. All right, I think we're good, right? I think I got everybody here. I think so, guys. I think so. What hotspot? Y'all confusing me. Okay. Frigid? No, rigid. I said rigid. I tend to be very like type A personality. I'm very organized, very structured. When I do business stuff, I don't deviate. When I began to do the live streams, it was a whole different experience. So if you've never heard me talk about that, then I'm not going to do that tonight. But it's been an evolutional process of me to open up and be on camera. So being on camera is something that does not come natural for me. Even if you think that it does, I'm telling you, it doesn't. And so I'm a very private person, like legit. For those who know me really well, I'm a very freaking private person. And so even to be on the camera itself, is uncomfortable for me. I've learned to work through it as best I can. And I've also learned to be more open about things that I'm okay to be open about, if that makes sense. It's taken me some time, but I got there for sure. And also, for those who witnessed me on the bit, for those who have been with me or at least witnessed me sharing about like my own business journey, that in itself was also its own little dynamic, like for sure. So I've made many milestones and accomplished a lot of, benchmarks of opening myself up to the public position. And I wouldn't even call it public because in my mind, but it still is, right? And being open in public has its own set of situations that come with it as well, right? You place yourself on the line for scrutiny, for judgment, for criticism, for a lot of things, right? But again, what's important is that I am true to myself when I'm talking about context or information, insight, perspective. I am bringing you my real experience. This is not, I read something, I regurgitate. This is my real experience. There's no way I can talk like this unless it's really what I've experienced myself personally, or or in the past experienced it, or I still am, right? Because you'll know when someone's real or not. I think human beings are wired to know when someone's authentic, genuine, sincere, and real. Some people can put on a really good front. That is true. So I'm not going to dismiss those situations that do exist out there. But over time and time and time, you're going to be able to notice it. Do you guys agree with me? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree, when you can see if who you're engaging with publicly online is an authentic person or not. Put a 1 if you think that you can tell. Let me know. Oh. What did Mel Mel say? I absolutely hate photos. I don't like photos of myself either. I don't. MX Big says, yes, rigid, not frigid. I would like to freeze myself too, but less rigid. For those who know me in my real life, they would know for sure I'm sometimes a little too uptight. That's not flattering to say publicly. I'll tell you right now. Those are not flat. I would not even want to say it out loud. But I could be more uptight and more structured, business, a little too serious, very serious, almost to the point where people may say I'm cold-hearted, but I'm not. I'm just very focused, and I know what I'm doing in life, and no one's going to come in my way. That can come across sometimes arrogant, but that's not how I am doing it. It's just I'm very deliberate, intentional, very passionate. And sometimes that could be misinterpreted as something else, but I know who I am, and, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And that's okay, because I don't want to be everyone's cup of tea. All right. So I had said put a 1 in the chat if you understood what I was saying. And I think I've got a few 1s. The brave people put the 1s. Not, but some brave people put the 1s. Angel Eyes, Sean, MX, Mojo Pirate, See My Tutu, Scout, Angel, most of the time for Mel Mel, MX, Sandra, Gen Z, True Helper. Some people are masters of disguise. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're not going to focus and dwell on those, but they do exist, unfortunately. Thank you, Mojo. All right. All right. All right, let's finish this up now. Where's my notes at? All right. Oh, there you go. All right. Oh, all right. So, True Helper says, I tried to put a front on once, but I fell off the back, so I gave off. Aw, that's so cute, True Helper. That is so true. That is cute. Very, very cute. All right. So, okay. All right. We're going to keep rolling. Rolling. You know what? I haven't, yeah, that one movie, Rolling with the Homies, even though that's not my movie, but. All right. Rolling with, can we put some hearts and some wavelength emojis, guys? For those who don't know, we love the hearts because we are a group of loving beings, soul beings. And the wavelength, for those who don't know what the wavelength is here, it's all about being on that same vibrational like wavelength. So if we can do that. And let me know if you're here. We've been going in here for a little bit. If you're here, put some hearts if you're here. If you're here tuning in, maybe you can't always be, active in the chat, but if you're here, I would like some red hearts to know if you are here. No pressure, but if you're here, let me know you're here with the red hearts, okay? And we're gonna keep rolling with the end of the segment, okay, of this part. So back to the pillars of principality, and I'm waiting for the red hearts. Mel, are you helping me with the timestamps? Oh my God, Mel. Yay, I love the red hearts. Sean, MX Big, Mojo, True Helper, Scout, Gen Z, the G-Spot, Angel Eyes. If you're here, let me know you're here with the red hearts. Mel, you're fine. Girl, you're fine. I'm giving you a hard time on purpose. You know that, right? Sandra, Gen Z. If you're here with the red hearts, please. Let me see. I'll put the red heart myself here. Where the hell am I? Ah, good God. See? I can't even. I have to use my left hand because my Band-Aids don't use. I can't figure out how to. Okay, here it goes. Da, 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 da. Oh, for the love of God, I messed up. Okay, oopsies. See, that's how bad my fingers are. Okay. All right. Mel's trying. Mel, you're good. Who is She Came Back? I've never seen you before, but welcome. Use my other hand here. Sandra. You are fine, True Helper. You are fine. I'm trying to use my left hand, but it's not working. My right hand's more dominant here. See my tutu, Angel Eyes. All right. So no one else is here then. All right. Noted. I can't even use my fingers, damn it. I can't even use my right fingers. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I can't even use my fingers here because I have Band-Aids on it. All right, let's keep rolling. No, Mel, you're fine. Please, I'm just giving you a hard time. But thank you. All right, let's go. Okay. Oh, I can't use this hand. All right. Okay, I already went over that. Sorry. Oh, my neck hurts me. This might be a little too deep here for this. Hold on. I'm sorry. Oopsies. I'm reading my notes. Sorry. Oh, gross. I felt something in my mouth. Yikes, sorry. Okay, I kind of covered part of that, but I don't want to go into that part right now. I don't think I want to. I can always cover that at a different time. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll cover this part though, I think. Let me see how I position this. Oh, let me hold on. Let me think if I hold on. I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't think I want to cover that right now. No, I don't. No. It covers too many other parts. I don't want to go into a tangent, guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking out loud. Sorry. Okay. But I will put a note for myself that I didn't cover this, though. Hold on. Otherwise, I will forget this piece. All right, put it here. Note. Okay. I'm talking to myself there, all right? Oh, yeah, that can go with the other part. Yeah, I'll leave that to go with the other part then. Okay. Yeah, that's good to leave that together. I'm talking to myself here, okay. Okay. All right, so here we go. This is a good part to consider though. This is a good part. I will do this one here, or it's the next bullet points. Hold on. Where did I start that at? Okay. Oh, oopsies. Okay, here it goes. Oh my God, okay. Oh, I'll keep that part separate, but I will do this part. Okay, I guess I can do this part here. Sorry. I've been going for a while, so I don't want to go too deep other pieces. That's why I'm doing that, guys. Okay. So if you're brave enough and courageous enough to get the feedback of other people that you love, that you trust, I think it would be a wise decision if you feel you can do it. Again, it's not to pressure anybody, but ask the people that you love and trust that are close to you. Ask them to give you some insight on how they would describe you to other people. I probably didn't preface this properly, but because it goes to another segment here that I'm not going to cover that part. But when you really do love yourself as a human being, as a person, then you can learn to love the wholeness of yourself. And the only way that you can learn to love the wholeness of yourself is when you learn to understand yourself, all facets of yourself, right? We are complex human beings, and we have so many areas of ourselves that make us who we are. And oftentimes we've never, dived deep into these different layers, right, that we built over time. And one way to really rediscover who you are today is by asking some close people that you trust and confidence, right? Loved ones, family members, could be close friends. Ask them a couple of questions. Again, at your own comfort level. One question you could ask them is, if you had to describe me to people, how would you describe me? Now, hopefully, they're going to give you some good stuff. Ask the right people, okay? Number two, ask them what are some strengths or talents that they see that you possess. Don't give them more information because you don't want to, dilute or cloud or give too much context around it. You want the information to be as raw and as separate as possible. So if you give them too much information, then it could dilute and distort the trueness that we want to really uncover, okay? So if you're brave enough, you can ask some family members and friends, close loved ones, whomever that you trust, ask them. If you had to describe me to someone, you had to present me, maybe use the word present. If you had to present me to someone, how would you describe me? And don't give them any more information. Just let them give you that information. Now you want to get it in like writing because if you can. Now if they're elderly and they can't write or type, fine, then write it for them. But you really want them to either put it in a text message or an email or some kind of written note for you. Because sometimes when we hear someone tell us, their words can be different than how we are interpreting it. It's a natural thing. So if you can get it in writing from them, if they're willing to do it for you, that's one step. If you can't, that's fine. But you want to ask them, if you had to present me to someone who doesn't know me, how would you describe me as a person? And they may say, well, in what way? Don't give them information. You want them to be as raw and you want them to just give you their own assessment without you giving them too much context, right? Don't even tell them you're doing personal development. You just want to ask them just like that. I just want to know, how would you describe me? I'm just curious about it. I would like your feedback. I want to work on myself. How would you describe me to other people? If you're brave enough to go further, which I hope some people are, you can ask them a second question. What are the traits or what are the traits or the strengths that you see in me? Now, it's sometimes hard to pose these kind of questions to people because naturally our own ego will get in the way, or we want to like kind of frame it so much. But if we can do it with just that itself, we're going to get some insight without clouding the information. So I do urge people to consider posing that to people they trust and ask them, right? And if they're, and they may say, well, you want me to just list them out, or, what? Don't guide them too much. They can just list it out, or they can even say, you say, oh, wait, list it out, but maybe give me an example. How have you seen that trait in action? Can you just sum up like an experience that you remember vividly that you saw that take place from their viewpoint, from their perspective lens, not from yours, not from your interpretation of how they viewed that, right? Because that, again, layers and layers, just their raw experience. That's why you want it in writing, so that you're not clouding it, you're not interpretizing it, you're not, let them have their own experience and let it be, all right? If you can do that with 5 people, 3 people, however many you can do it, it's a great experience, all right? And as we keep moving forward here, keep those writings from those people. It could be a sentence, 2 words. You can't judge the lack of depth they give you or the amount of depth. So they give you only a couple of words. Say some people give you like a paragraphs. We're not judging how they are responding. We're just going to take it as is with no judgment, no bias, and take it, right? I'm looking at my notes here, sorry. All right. If you are extra brave, hold on. If you are extra brave, then you will include people in the 5 people or so that may have authority or influence. All right, so consider this like a project, a mini project on yourself, right? To learn and rediscover more of who you are, all right, from different lens of perspectives, okay? And so back to conclude and summarize the whole pillars of principality, I want to say that when you know who you are, and that's why I went moments ago and talked about getting other perspectives, not because we're going to take what they say as like doctrine, but it is nice if you can do that with people that you trust, just to kind of gather collectively and kind of see what the viewpoint is, right? It's not to validate them or not validate them. That's not the point, guys. The point is to really understand ourselves a little bit more. And when we know who we really are, when we know our own truths, our strengths, who we want to become, who we're working toward to become, when we know the depth of ourselves, right? Then that gives us the solidarity and creates the confidence, the self-love, the self-worthiness, the self-esteem that we need when we have to be our own rock, right? When you can be your own rock for yourself, that is when you have an unwavering standpoint on your pillars of principality. So when shit hits the fan and life is in chaos and things are in disarray, you don't go externally outside of yourself, you go within yourself. And you claim your personal sovereignty and you know who you are. You've done the work on who you are. It doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean you're complete, but you know exactly, without any doubt, who you are. You know what you're worth. You know what you value. You know what is meaningful to you. And nothing on this earth, this world that can shatter us, can change that position, because you know who you are. But if you don't know who you are, you have some more work to do, all right? And so I say that with love and compassion. So don't feel bad if you don't know fully who you are. Most people don't. So don't feel alone if you don't, but know where you stand within yourself. When you know who you are, when life's in disarray and shit and your teeth are on the floor, you're not going to seek external positions or no. You're going to ground yourself in authenticity, in truth, and you're going to bring yourself back to center and remind yourself, all right, this is effed up. It doesn't look good. Where am I? Okay, you assess the situation. But you bring yourself back to center and you remind yourself of these pillars of truth that can stand the test of time, right? So when you have and you think about your pillars of truth, your pillars of principality, they better be real things. So don't just make this like this task you do one day in the future. These are things, I'm telling you what I do with my own life. You will not see me seek external validation from anybody. It's not out of arrogance. I'll tell you for sure, it's not. It could be perceived that way. It's absolutely not. It's an internal, unwavering confidence of truth and knowingness that nothing can take me off this fucking path. I didn't get here overnight. I worked my way. I shed the layers of my ego over and over and over, brought me to the core of myself. I never forget that. And I'm not saying you have to do all of that. I'm not saying you have to delayer all the parts of you. But what I am saying is that you do owe it to yourself. If you're here, I believe you are a strong person, because I'll tell you, not many people have the stomach to be with me, like in the experience. I could be a little too intense, but I'm real. You're not going to get a real person. It's hard to get that. I'm a real person. I'm here to bring you your own truth. I'm here to give you your own personal sovereignty. I'm not going to take away from you. I'm going to bring you back what you already are. When you go and seek mentorship and development, or information, advice, counsel from other places, just generally in life, naturally what they do, I know this already, is they make you come back to them. They never give you back your own power. I've never seen it. And I think that's wrong. And every single time I bring you information, context, insight, perspective, it's my real experience. It's something I've actually witnessed, been through, done, lived. And additionally, I'm going to tell you how you do it for yourself. I will never make you dependent on my information. I will always, each segment, give you practical, tangible ways to apply it to your real life. So if you never see me again, the information I give you in this live stream, this segment, is you can take it away and apply it. There's no carrot to dangle and say, come back for more, or this or that. No. I don't believe in that. That's why my channel, I might grow slow. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to jeopardize and do things for notoriety. I'm going to live it authentically. I'm going to bring it to you in my real experience. That's it. And I'm going to make sure that whenever I'm giving you information, insight, perspective, truth, I'm going to make sure you have a way to take the information and apply it to your real life without me. That is someone who's going to give you back your personal sovereignty. And that is fucking amazing, guys. Really, it really is. So that completes this segment, guys. Any questions, let me know. Let me know, guys. Now, I was looking at my notes. I was not looking at the camera, so I apologize. Mel Mel says she's cooking. So does anybody have any thoughts, questions about that? I completed this segment. Who is True Helper's baby daddy? What? Oh, I'm going to ask on my Facebook page. Oh my God. Danielle. Oh my gosh. So I do not mean when you guys ask your people and your friends to ask about the physicality. You want it, hopefully they'll give you different answers. If that's one they give you, that's beautiful. But you really want to ask them about like the traits, you know, personality traits. That's the best way I could possibly describe it. But thank you, Mojo. Thank you. Thank you. What happened, True Helper? I'm not trying to go off tangent. Oh my goodness. The lurkers. Who is lurking? 70 music. All right. All right. All right. I went further up. Okay. I'm not sure. All right. I'm going to go back down now. All right. All right. All right, guys. So oh, I forgot that I was muted. Oh my God, I was muted. I'm so sorry, guys. I was muted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. I did not know I was muted. Oh my God, LOL. Sorry. Thank you, Sean, for texting me. I had no idea I was muted. I didn't know I was muted. Okay. I didn't know I was muted. So, no, I did not know that. Okay. I apologize for that. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. All right. What would you guys like us to do? We can, obviously the segment on the development is complete. Do you guys want me to put the link? Does anybody want to come up here on the panel to say hello? If nobody does, that's okay too. But let me know before I close our segment out. I can do like just a couple of readings, or we can just close it out. If you guys want to go to Zoom and hang out there with me separately, we can do that as well. So you guys let me know. I'm working on creating a different server thing that has more functionalities. So I'm not there yet, but we'll get there little by little. Yeah, no, I had no idea I was on mute. I didn't know I was on mute. It's funny as hell. Sorry. You guys knew I was, you guys knew that I did not know that? That's so funny. That is so funny. It's funny. Oh, my toe. Oh, my toe. All right. Did Mel Mel want to come and say hello? I'm not sure if Mel Mel was even still here. I have no idea. So was Mel Mel still here? Did she want to come say hello? If she does not, that's okay. We're not going to pressure Mel Mel, but give her a couple of seconds, a minute or less to respond. And then if nobody wants to come say hello on the panel, there's no pressure. We'll just bypass that part. Okay, Mel Mel's feeding her family. Mel Mel, you feed your family. I will rewatch your stream if you did do food the other day, for sure. Okay, yeah, I can do a handful, a small amount of cards, for sure. Does anybody, oh my goodness gracious. Does anybody who is here want to go on the Zoom? I can put the link, we can hang out there, and I can do the readings there, and we can go to sleep after that. Let me know. Let me know while I get some ice, okay? I will let you guys decide. My ice is empty. I'll give you guys a minute to decide for me, all right? Let me know. Let me know. If you'll do Zoom, right? Zoom. If you don't want to do that and you'd like something else, let me know what you guys like. If I get no response, I'll just make the executive decision on my own. But I need your feedback. If you want to say so, let me know. I took a nap earlier by mistake. So, ouch. Let me get some ice. When I come back with my ice, y'all better have a decision for me, or I'll make it myself. Decide, guys. If not, I will put the link for Zoom if you guys want to do that. Oh, where is my ice? Oh, there it is. Oopsies. All right. So what did you guys decide? What did you guys decide? No, nothing is breaking. That's probably just like my high heels or my trash can. Nothing is breaking. All right, I will put the Zoom link then. All right. The sound of there's no glass breaking, MX, but it's just like my shoes. All right, let me open up my Zoom and get it going then. Hold up. Again, Zoom is not going to be public live. So for those who don't know, if you've never used Zoom, it's okay. You click the link and you're just routed to the Zoom group. It's not the same as our personal Zoom group. All right. Let me get it opened up. Hold on. I haven't used it in so long, guys. I'm a newbie. Just kidding. Okay. Oh, finally, Mel. Thank you for the timestamps, Mel. Me love you so much. All right. Let me, oopsies. I'm not going to use this part. I'm not going to use our group Zoom. I will use a separate link like how we always do it. All right, hold on. New meeting. Oh, gosh. It's dark here. Oh my God, like I hate to see myself in this camera. Holy crap. I'm like blown up. Okay. Where is the link? I forgot. See, it's been so long, I forgot. It's been like a couple weeks, but damn, I forgot already. Hold on. I'm the only one in here. Oh, invite. Okay. Ooh, copy, invite link. Yeah, I think so. Okay, it's been so long, guys. I probably did forget this. But there's always a learning curve. All right, here's the link, guys. If you would like to come, you don't have to be on camera, okay? But your voice or your audio does have to be there. All right, here is the link for the ouch. What is it called? Zoom. Zoom. And guys, let me know if it works. Can someone let me know if it's working? I think that's it. So, oh, where the hell is my phone at? True Helper. It's just Zoom. True Helper. Yes. True Helper. All you do is click. You just click it, and it's like a StreamYards, but it's on Zoom. It's very simple. It's super, super simple. You don't have to even have an account or a profile. You know how some things like make you require like accounts? This is like, you know how when if you've ever used StreamYards, If you have ever used StreamYards, you know how you click it and it takes you there? This is the same mechanism, okay? Same thing. Oh, if you have the Zoom app, then you are already ahead of the game. MX Big, my candles would not break. They're not going to fall. All right, let me check the Zoom group or the app and see if we're in here. I have 2 people waiting. Let's see. Sandra, admit, Gen Z. We'll wait for others to make it there. All right, Danielle's here. Anyone else? Hope that's working. Let me know, guys, if that is working. Well, obviously it is. I see people in our little. Danielle, where's Sean at? I don't see him in here. Gen Z, Sandra.
Really, you're asking me that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't care.
Okay. Okay. All right. Gen Z, Sandra. Where is everyone else?
Where's Scout? Because she was gonna join.
Y'all wanted the Zoom. Let me know. The link, all right, so obviously you click the link, it does work, so I know that much so far. Oh. True Helper says, all fancy schmancy. I am not that tech advanced, actually. It's not opening? Scout says the link is not letting her in. It's going to it's opening a new Zoom app. I wonder if Zoom had done an update.
I'll try to send her the link from here.
Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. I am not techie, guys. Just so y'all know, I am not a techie person. I'll tell you that for sure. I do the best I can. Where is Sandra? Sandra's like zoom. Where the heck is freaking Sandra?
I'm here.
Where? Okay, there you go. Thank you, Sandra.
I muted myself.
Okay, fine. Don't do that. Scare me. I'm like, I don't even hear her. Okay, there she is.
Can you hear me now? Okay, yes. I sent Scout the link.
Okay.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
Just temporarily, though.
Okay.
We love you, Sandra. There is Scout. Scout's in. I see Scout.
Yay!
Scout, do you hear us?
I do.
Okay, yay. Awesome. Yay. All right. We'll give it a little bit. See if anyone's gonna come in here. All right. And I think I have to get my ice. Anyways, I didn't get my ice yet. So I'm gonna do that real quickly, guys. Ooh, real quickly. Okay. And the link is in there. So for those who want to come in, they can come and hang out. If not, no worries. Okay. And oh, so let me get my ice for just a second. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Ooh, okay, that's good. Okay. Mel, what do you mean yours says update needed? What the hell does that mean? Just click the link though. Like you should not have to, if you actually use like a computer too or open it from a browser, you should not have to do the whole update though. Mel. Yeah, but it's updating something. Okay, well. I did it. I clicked the link. I don't see you yet. So it'll tell me when you're in. Yeah, click the link again. I don't see you yet. I don't see your name yet. I'm gonna put the link one more time for anybody else. I still don't see you yet, Mel.
It was hard trying to get in.
Was it?
Because I tried twice and went through to Zoom to open if you didn't have Zoom. But usually we use the password or whatever it is to go in. I got it from Danny and I went through her. And that's how I got it.
All right, Danielle, put whatever you gave to Scout, can you put in the YouTube thing, the YouTube stream, the chat part, whatever you had sent her?
Yes, one second.
Thank you. That one, because people are saying they can't get in, so I feel bad. We'll give it just a minute longer, okay? That's all, guys. I'm getting my ice, so hang out with us until we get everybody in here. Oh, there I am. All right, so for those who are on YouTube, we are going to end the live stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you're catching the replay, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you. And until next week, okay?